He is.
I think the rematch with Roach versus Gervonta can actually be more exciting than the first one. In my opinion, I've said this many times.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, like, Roach is a hell of a fighter. He proved he was a hell of a fighter, so he need to get that credit. He's a hell of a fighter. I don't know who's going to win that rematch.
Gervonta Davis and Lamont Roach had a tense face-off. Tank Davis confidently said Roach doesn't punch hard, showing he remembers their last fight well. This time, Davis looked more serious and focused, showing he's ready to prove himself and take charge in the rematch.
I'm ready, man. I'm happy to be at this point. I feel as though the talking is over. It's time is now, so I'm ready. We've been working hard in this camp.
The upcoming rematch between Gervonta Davis and Lamont Roach is very important, both emotionally and in terms of competition. Davis thinks the draw in their last fight was unfair and believes he should have won. This feeling gives him extra motivation for the rematch. On the other hand, Roach is training hard to prove that his punches caused Davis's knee injury in their first fight. Both fighters are determined to win, making this a tense and exciting showdown where each wants to come out on top.
Lamont Roach throwing his hands fast as hell. He's in the gym preparing. I think the rematch with Roach versus Gervonta can actually be more exciting than the first one. In my opinion, I've said this many times, the actual fight itself wasn't that crazy. The crazy thing is what you've never seen before, the knee. As far as a boxing match, it was, if you look at the copy box, they didn't throw a lot of punches. It wasn't like, it wasn't really a great fight. But as far as the fight itself, the second one can't, because I think Tank is coming for blood. He's not going to pull his punches at all. I don't think he really did the first time, but I'm not sure how well he prepared or how mentally focused he was. I think you're going to get the very best Tank in a rematch, and you may just get an even better Lamont Roach, since Lamont Roach don't have to speculate if he's good enough. He fought Tank. He has more confidence now than he did before, and he felt that he was robbed. So he's going to be on one. I think the rematch is going to be far more exciting.
Tank Davis is deeply motivated to prove his critics wrong and take back his spot at the top of his division. His training is intense, focusing on building strength, speed, and better strategy. Davis knows that every little detail matters, and is working hard to fix the mistakes he made in the first fight. His tough training shows how serious he is about not just winning, but winning clearly, showing he's still one of the best and ready to handle any challenge.
Everybody really think Tank go take the L. I've been seeing it. They said it's over. They think that this time Lamont go in more confident, knowing that basically he can, really take it to Tank. Yeah, I want him to go in there confident. He's very skilled. Go in there confident, because you gonna go up against a different Tank. Like I told y'all in previous videos, he gonna go in there confident, thinking he could walk Tank down. Don't forget, with Tank, if he get you on that button, them lights going off, I don't care who you is. Remember how it ended up with Frank Martin? So, yeah, don't go in there thinking that you going against, like, somebody that, like Ryan Garcia, somebody that's going to fold. You're going against Gervonta Tank Davis. And I think that confidence is what's going to get Lamont dropped. Because one thing I will say, with Tank, that wasn't your best fight against Lamont, bro. I feel like you was in your head too much. You was overconfident, and you was really just, your mind was in y'all story, the lore and everything with y'all history. You ain't going there like, I'm fighting a stranger. You going there like, oh, this Lamont. This from the same camp. We from the same area. But now I think that whole situation woke him up, because you got to think, Tank not used to losing. He not used to people being against him. He not used to being the one that, like, got to step back from the situation. That's why I think he being hushed right now, because when he come this time, it ain't no talking. And that's why I think it's scary, because we never see Tank in that mode where he don't say a word. I think this gonna be a different Tank. And what's crazy is Tank used to be like that in the beginning, like when he was with Floyd. Like, I'm talking about Tank with the fade, with the waves, bro. He ain't used to be on that showboat and stuff until he got, like, a little bit more in the boxing, thing. Of course, once you with Floyd, you're going to start being flashy and doing backflips off the ring.
Roach is training for the rematch with strong discipline and focus. From his first day back in camp, he's clearly determined to be more prepared and sharper than ever. Knowing how big this fight is, Roach is working hard to improve both his fitness and skills. Every punch, block, and round in training is designed to make him better. His dedication shows he's ready to give everything he's got to take on Davis.
Lamont Roach in training camp, ready for one of the biggest rematches in 2025 against Gervonta Tank Davis. one of the biggest faces of boxing. What a man.
Roach's mindset for the rematch shows growth and respect for Davis. He knows their first fight didn't have a clear winner, and now there's less room for mistakes. In his interviews, Roach shows his thinking carefully about his strategy and is mentally ready for anything in the ring. He's not depending on the past or underestimating Davis. Instead, he sees this as a new challenge that demands full focus and the ability to adjust as needed.
How many rematches have you fought?
0.
What do you have to do to create enough separation where this don't happen again?
Whew, it's a good question. It's going to be based on my training camp. I have to push myself a little harder if that didn't get me the win. And I have room. I definitely have room. I'm not going to lie, I have room.
You believe you fought the best Gervonta, or do you think he got some more gears?
100% for a fact. I think he might have some more gears, but I fought the best Gervonta that night. I don't want people to get it misconstrued or whatever the case may be. He's a hell of a fighter. Hell of an IQ, great punching power, good speed, and a really good boxing ability. A lot of people underrate that. Don't think because of what I did, y'all think y'all can just go in there and think y'all can have the same night, you know what I'm saying, or do the same thing. He still will go upside your head and crack you, and you know what I'm saying, you might end up on the floor. Everybody not built the same. And that's what people getting messed up. He did a whole lot of things that was good in that fight. A whole lot. And I'm telling you right now, if he wasn't as good of a fighter as he was, that would have been, you know what I'm saying? I would have steamrolled him. Don't get that misconstrued. He's still the guy he is. It's just he ran into a guy that's on the same level.
Keishan Davis offers an interesting perspective on the fight. He sees it as evenly matched but hard to predict, partly because of Gervont's changing emotions. Keishan suggests that Gervonta might not be as passionate about boxing right now, which could affect his energy and focus in the ring. On the other hand, Lamont Roach is seen as a tough and skilled fighter whose hunger to win is still strong. This contrast, between a champion who may be losing drive and an underdog full of motivation, adds tension and drama to the matchup.
Version he shows up with, and no disrespect to Roach, but you know what I mean.
No, that is disrespect for the Roach, and like y'all fight fans gotta realize that is disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? Like he in there fighting another grown man that ain't going for none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? And you don't think Roach is gonna come with another game plan or something better or this, that, and third. So when they had a rematch, are y'all still gonna say, oh, Take's still not his full self ever since he fought whatever? You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, like Roach is a hell of a fighter. He proved he was a hell of a fighter, so he need to get that credit. He's a hell of a fighter. I don't know who's gonna win that rematch. I honestly feel like Tank is losing love for the sport, or he lost the love for the sport, and he's no longer hungry anymore.
Well, that's what I was getting at.
Yet you got a guy that's just super hungry and never had no attention, now getting all his attention, and now he get around 2 of his attention. Is like shit, that's kind of hard to beat. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, Tank is he's still a great fighter. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. It's 50-50. And to your point, we were saying, okay, he lost love of the sport.
The rivalry between these two fighters is more than just one match. It's a key moment in both of their careers. Davis was known as a nearly unstoppable knockout artist, but Roach's strong performance challenged that image by showing toughness and smart strategy. Their first fight revealed areas each fighter needs to improve. Roach, especially, gained confidence from holding his own against Davis. Now, he returns with more experience and a better training plan, ready to take things to the next level.
Better. But they've known each other. These two have known each other for a while. Does Lamont Roach just understand a way to beat or frustrate Tank in a way that others don't? You know what I mean? Like, has he just found it, so to speak? Like, I have a lot I want to find out after that, because the first fight was so controversial. I think leaving it up to a draw is fine, whatever, even though under the letter of the law, Tank probably should have lost this fight, and probably would have if they counted the knockdown when he took a knee. He blamed it on grease. I assume he won't on his hair. And it could get greasy. Like Amanda Serrano was like, "Yo, that's what fucking put me out of a fight in Puerto Rico." And then we were subjected to her beating the shit out of Stevie Morgan not that long later. So like, that's kind of what it is. But I'm excited for this. I'm excited for this because of the first fight. And
I think you have to give Lamont Roach a real shot, even though I still would say Tank figures it out and gets it done and takes it more seriously this time.
Yeah, I think that because they're so familiar with each other, like these guys fought each other when they were kids. And then Lamont Roach comes into the ring and listen, regardless, like Lamont Roach came in there and he was confident. And I don't think a lot of people believe that he was going to be able to get it done against Tank. People thought that Tank was going to knock him out. Here's the thing, though. Tank is actually super skilled. Like, he doesn't throw a lot. When he does, he's extremely accurate, but he does have skill. And what he does is he reels in his fighters and he ends up landing big shots on them that end up knocking his opponent out.
The respect Lamont Roach gets from top boxers and commentators shows he's a real threat in this rematch. Shakur Stevenson praised Roach for his all-around skills, saying his timing and defense make him more than just a powerful puncher. Joe Rogan expects a tough, action-packed fight, showing this isn't just another bout, it's a high-stakes showdown driven by pride and career goals. All this attention builds excitement for a fight that promises to be intense and full of emotion.
What do you think, considering you were one of the handful of people to pick Lamont Roach, giving him a tough fight? What do you see the rematch?
I think it's dangerous for him to go back in there and fight Lamont. I think Lamont is a hell of a fighter. I can see that going left, so he better be on his A game.
Did you think Lamont won the first fight? 154 and fight.
I asked two questions at the same time. I ain't hear shit y'all just asked.
You really want to move up to 154 after this fight, or fight a kind of thing?
Yo, I kind of said 154. I probably was stretching it. I'm stretching 154, but I'll fight him at 147. 147, me and Conor could get it in.
Shakur, Johnny Boy Boxing and fight height. If you beat Zepeda, do you feel that that's the toughest test of your career? And they'll give you the credit if you win?
Who knows? It's a never-ending process,
For Lamont Roach, the upcoming rematch is about securing his legacy, not chasing money. Beating a well-known fighter like Gervonta Davis would be a major step in his career, earning him respect worldwide. This goal is what pushes Roach to train hard and plan carefully. Behind the scenes, Roach's family and team add more insight into the tension between the fighters. His father shared that Davis was cautious about taking the fight at first, knowing Roach had the skills to threaten his undefeated record. This wasn't fear, but a smart move to avoid underestimating a dangerous opponent. Still, pressure from the boxing world made sure the fight happened, setting the stage for a memorable first clash, and now, an even more anticipated rematch.
In camp, so knowing the coaches, they knowing us, it's both ways. It ain't just our way. Coming from both sides, so but no, was I shocked? No. I think Tank tried to tell y'all. Calvin tried to tell y'all, Burry tried to tell y'all, but they didn't want to hear it. They just so stuck on trying to force Tank to fight who they want him to fight. And it don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? So it just was made for a great fight. So people need to just sit back and get ready for part two.
It's gonna be epic, man. I can't wait for part two, man. Do you got anything to say to the fans? About part two, about anything that you got going on coming up, social media, anything.
No, I just say get ready, man. Put your seatbelts on, and when that thing happen, man, make sure y'all support. Come to the fight, buy the fight. And be the biggest fan, cheering whoever you're cheering for, no matter. But you're gonna see another great performance by the Reaper, man. The Reaper ain't playing. He got a big bag, like you said, big 2 bag.
What do you think the difference would be, though?
You're gonna see the difference. I believe we want to fight. Nobody can tell us different. The majority of the world believe we want to fight. So you're gonna see. Both of them gonna raise their level. Both of them. So yeah, they're gonna make for a greater fight.
Comparing the Davis versus Roach rivalry to classic matchups like Tyson versus Holyfield adds extra drama and meaning. Both rivalries tell the timeless story of a dominant champion facing a fearless underdog, someone with not just skill, but the heart and toughness to shake things up and challenge the status quo.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So many people are predicting that history is repeating itself. History is repeating itself, right? We had a similar situation where we had two guys face off against one another. One guy was a massive favorite, had taken a loss, and was seen to be too small, right? And I'm talking about Evander Holyfield versus Iron Mike Tyson. Iron Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield was a major fight. A major fight. But Iron Mike Tyson was viewed as a destroyer. Okay? He was the baddest man on the planet. He was indestructible. The fact that he lost to James Buster Douglas was an anomaly because Mike Tyson wasn't focused and he overlooked.
Holyfield's legendary toughness and smart tactics against Tyson offer a strong comparison to Roach's first fight with Davis. Many expected Davis to score a quick knockout, but Roach surprised everyone with his resilience and ring IQ. His performance challenged the usual story about Davis's unstoppable power. Like Holyfield, Roach showed that mental strength and solid preparation can stand up to, even neutralize, the most feared punches in the sport.
He never truly hurt Lamont Roach, hit him with good, clean punches, but never got hurt. Lamont Roach ate the punches, similar to Holyfield, where we seen him get hit with some big punches from Mike Tyson, but weathered the storm. But he visibly hurt Mike Tyson more than Mike Tyson hurt him, and it was shocking. And this, because of the Holyfield-Mike Tyson situation, it makes the Lamont Roach Tank Davis fight that much bigger. Reason being is the intrigue now, because that's the most recent situation that you can compare to with high-profile fighters, right? You got a champion. Now, again, Holyfield came up. Holyfield was undisputed at cruiserweight. Lamont Roach is just the WBA champion, right? But there's similarities. There's a lot of similarities, and the question has to be asked: does Lamont Roach just have Gervonta Tank Davis's number?
Lamont Roach's goal for the rematch goes beyond just winning on points. He wants a knockout that clearly proves he's the better fighter. This drive shows in his intense training, where he sharpens every skill and pushes his body to the limit. Knocking out a champion like Davis would instantly place Roach among boxing's elite. His focus on building a lasting legacy shows he's motivated by passion, pride, and a deep desire to be remembered as one of the sport's greats.
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling real good. I can't wait. Honestly, it's what we've been waiting for, especially after today. The media workout gave me a little boost. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a little excited. I'm a little excited right now.
I know that's right. And I know you're going to be in Brooklyn, New York. So are you going to be having anybody special walk you out, or are you going to have any custom gear for this fight?
I'm gonna have the custom gear is gonna be one to look out for. That's gonna be a statement right there. And yeah, I'm gonna have an artist walk me out too. I'm gonna have an artist walk me out.
Is it a rapper or a singer? Can I get
It's a
that
rapper.
much? It's a
It's
rapper.
a rapper.
Okay.
You know what? A singer will be hard though. You know what I'm saying? I don't think anybody
Right.
came out with a singer.
Nope. It's always
I
been
gotta
a
think about
rapper.
that. I gotta think about that.
Gervonta has claimed that he will be retiring after this year, but is your plan or your agenda is to knock him out so that you send him to retirement earlier?
My plan, my initial plan is to win, but every time I fight, I'm trying to knock somebody out. So, so if that happens in the midst of it, that'd be a blessing. That'd be definitely something that I work for because I work my ass off. But yeah, if he on his way out, well, why not kick his ass out?
With this fight, you are considered a major underdog. Does that give you any type of momentum or fuel to prove people wrong?
Yeah, it does in a sense, but yeah, it do for sure. I ain't gonna lie. I like to prove people wrong, and I damn sure like to prove myself right. So Yeah, it definitely gives me an incentive. And like I said before, I've been here before.
Mhm.
Um, the heck the fight they had me duck. Right now, they really got me. They really got me. So it's an agenda. I got it on the agenda to upset a lot of people.
That's it for today's video. Stay tuned until next time. This is Knockout Chronicles. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more exclusive boxing content. Boxing Glove Fire.